We're going to check in with Lindsay in just a bit. I know that we've been watching the forecast, but keeping a close eye on traffic because a lot of cars that thought they had to be out or did have to be out on the road are now there for the long haul because they're stuck on some parts of our interstate. Good morning, Lindsay.
Yes, they are. And I wanted to start with a look from the south side. This is Harding Street at I-465. It's a situation where he tried to get up the ramp system and then just got stuck in snow that's just a little too deep. And then I just saw a truck go around the stalled car right here. He briefly got stuck, but was able to power through it, trying to merge onto the interstate right now. So this is at Harding Street, and this has been the tale of the morning. Thinking you can do it and then just not quite getting through it. So we're going to watch that on the south side and obviously just painting the picture of what our road conditions look like. These are main thoroughfares across the Indianapolis metro. Harding Street, 465, any of the on and off ramp systems going to have some issues. Now, we did just get an update from the National Weather Service on some snowfall totals from across the area. I want to point out some new ones that we did just receive. Hope, Indiana, just got an 11-inch report there. Greenwood up to 8.3 inches. Cloverdale 7.6. Down in Knox County, we had a 13-inch snowfall report. Now, that 10-inch report down in Bedford, that was a couple of hours ago. So likely to see that number go up. A lot of these numbers are going to continue to go up as well. So we're going to continuously kind of monitor those numbers as they're coming in and keep you posted. But they're all kind of playing out as we anticipated as we head to that 8 to 12 inch zone for most of central Indiana. Now we are starting to see a little bit of a lull and that heavier snowfall, 69 and north. So south of there, still some pretty steady snow over in southeastern parts of the state. We're also seeing a bit of a lull moving in just to the west of Bloomington. So we might get a brief little break from the snowfall here, but look at the bigger picture. Down to our south, this area of low pressure is bringing all of this Gulf moisture northward, and we've got basically full-blown ice storm down to our south. Cutting the power, causing all kinds of issues from northern Mississippi through portions of Tennessee, now into Kentucky. And we often see some of those heavier snow bands set up just on the north side of that freezing line. So while we will perhaps see a little bit of a break from that steadier snowfall, I think it's going to build back in through the afternoon and then officially wrap up as we get closer to about 6 p.m. So here are the snowfall totals. We have not changed this since yesterday evening. I do still see, and it's starting to play out, snowfall totals in excess of 12 to 14 inches, perhaps some isolated higher amounts in some of those heavier snow bands. Heavy snowfall going on as we speak as road conditions are becoming quite dangerous. Snow going to wrap up here as we get into the evening tonight about 6 p.m. for the Indy Metro. And then through tomorrow, we're going to start to focus on that colder air building in and then blowing and drifting, snow becoming an issue. It's 10 now. 6 below current wind chill here in the Indy Metro. And again, as we go through the next several hours, the snow likely to pick back up through 4 p.m., moving out by about 6 o'clock. And then eventually we're going to be clear of this system later this evening. We'll talk about additional days added to your weather impact alert 7-day forecast due to very cold low temperatures. Sean, that's coming up in a bit, but what are you seeing out there as far as our travel advisories go?
Yeah, and not a surprise. The area that we suspected would become red, meaning travel warning, meaning avoid all travel, expanding rather quickly south of I-70. And likely we may get some of these approaching and go north of 70 as well. Marion County under a essential travel only travel watch here. Let's show you why. If you've been out, you kind of know, but we haven't seen a lot of cars out, but those that have been out, this is what we're getting. Just sometimes the snow is just too deep and they're just getting stuck here. This is 70 at Shadeland, and then this is I-65 in Johnson County. You can see now they get plowed, but if they're plowing that one lane and if a car is going too fast, gets on the side of it and gets into that deeper snow, that's when we've seen a lot of folks getting into trouble. We haven't seen a whole lot of accidents. There's been a few. A lot of what we're seeing, though, is just people just getting stuck in the snowfall here. Boy, we don't think this is going to change anytime soon, so hang tight. hopefully you can just stay at home today and not deal with this mess.
All right, thanks, Sean. Definitely some great advice right there. Well, right now we know many people, probably wondering if they do have to head out. Maybe you do have to go to work, essential worker. You're probably wondering, when can I get out there and make it to work safely?
Yeah, Marina Silva has been monitoring the situation at last check on the northeast side. I know that you've been moving those safely, so tell me where you are now and how is DPW monitoring the street conditions? Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, we are being very safe. We're going inside and outside of the car. We're on 10th and Keeling Avenue right now. I want to show you guys what we're seeing before I get to how DPW is doing. We just came up on this maybe 10 minutes ago, and there were multiple cars here that were stuck. People were trying to dig out their cars. This car actually ended up getting left here right now. It's in the middle of the road. So you're going to want to be very careful. Again, 10th and Keeling Avenue. We've seen some people, because it's icy, near.
All right, we've had some issues with that camera shot there. We're going to check back in with her when we can. It doesn't seem like we've had any major issues, at least for most of her live shots. But again, that one car that is stalled, and they are now having to find. Police are also saying that in emergencies only are they showing up to these kind of situations.
No, exactly. So a lot of people having to leave their cars stranded, wait for a tow truck. But let's check with our Anna Chalker, who is down in Columbus, really checking on a lot of things.
All right, we've got our largest reports of snow there. So tell us what you're seeing.
Well, Jalea, that's really all we're seeing is snow this morning. We know we're close to that 10, 11-inch gap right now here this morning. We're in downtown Columbus, made our way over here. We saw trucks out here really within the last few minutes. Are gone now to another intersection. But as you can see, no matter how much they're getting into these roads, it's all going to be snow covered. I mean, I'm on the sidewalk here. We're near the Commons, if you know where this area is. I mean, just look at how much snow is here. I mean, you can hear it crunching under my shoes right now. I mean, it is just crazy how fast it's been picking up here. When we were closer to I-65, State Road 46 earlier this morning, that's where we saw a lot of people that were stuck. State Police telling us that was where the majority of those slide-offs were happening this morning, a big thing for them. We actually just spoke with the mayor and the director of public works here, and they both tell us, hey, stay home if you do not have to be out. Please don't be out there under that red travel warning. That means only essential personnel should be out here. I will tell you, we have a few cars that have been stuck out here. They're really just kind of here. They're going to be here probably for the next couple of days so far. But hey, at 10:30, you'll hear from the mayor, hear from that director as well, of just their advice to these residents here in Columbus and in Bartholomew County of just staying home the next couple of days and letting the crews do their job here to make sure everything is safe here in Columbus.
All right. Thank you, Anna. I know that you have been staying warm in between live shots and hopping back in the car. And we're going to check back in with you in just a bit. But again, she's in southern Indiana in Columbus, where we're expected to see most of the snow here in our state.
That's right. In fact, we want to show you some video that our photographer Scott Graber actually shot while down there yesterday in Brown County. So that's about an hour south of Indy.
So our Channel 13 weather team is tracking about a foot of snow to come across this area this weekend, although Anna Chalker, she's been reporting not that far off there just yet. Yeah, so close to something, maybe more than that, because the snow is just continuing to come down in that area.